TMP Knife Nation, how do you copy? Over. Check this out. We are in the middle of a knife reviewing blitz here in TMP. Once again, how many years have I done this where I'll just post a bunch of KRVs, hopefully closely together. It really depends on you guys, the audience, consumption level. I don't know, 5 years? Come middle of summer, I don't know what hits me. I don't really plan it. So like, I gotta do some KRVs. And I go out searching, buying, borrowing the coolest blades which turn me on, and that's all this is about, is knives that I like. You know what this one's about. You've seen the title. Let's get to it. It will be a short, down to the point, the nitty gritty KRV. We're going to talk about this one. No. The Sinkevich Zero Tolerance 0450, and man, is it a cool blade. I like it. I like it a lot. I reviewed the Big Brother last year. What was that? The 0452. Let's get into the catalog here. I think that's what it was. And man, that's a cool knife. Page 13. This one. There you go, right there. Reviewed it, liked it. The only thing I said is that it's expensive. We know that. And then kind of a sharp transition on the flipper. That you could mill yourself, but if you do that, you're going to diminish its value. I don't know if that would be super smart. In all of the respects, the choice of steel, the blade shape, the weight, excellent. It had that super cool loop over clip on it. Oh, sadly, they didn't put that on this 0450. I wish they would. I'm looking to see if it would fit. No, it's a totally different configuration. Horizontal screws, vertical screws here. But you could put a different clip on it if you want it. Anyway, so that was in. This is the EDC version, smaller version of that blade. I have two versions to show you. This is going to be the titanium frame lock. Very cool. Much more affordable, a little bit heavier. And then we have the carbon fiber one. ZT0450 Sinkevich design. The price differences, and don't hold me to it, ballparking about 160, about 180. There is a weight difference, as you can imagine. This is 3 ounces, and this is a very svelte, easy to carry, 2.5 ounces. This freaking D10 is really stiff on this CF. I just took it out of box, and I'm not making that up. It is a mother. I don't know, it's sticky. It's to the point where I think this knife might have to go back. It just locks in there. I mean, dude, it will not come out. Let's see. I know this one will come out. Yeah, see that? It just pops. It's really sick. Will it loosen up with use? Out of box, it shouldn't be this tough. There's something wrong with this one. It just freaking locks in there. Yeah, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's pretend that it deploys fast and readily, the CF version. This one definitely does. Which one would I prefer overall? Philosophy of use will be, of course, EDC, something I'm just going to carry, use for utility tasks, food preparation, opening packages, stabbing, you know, I don't know, wild gophers. I just totally made that up. I'd go with the CF myself. Maybe not this one, but I would. I just love how light and fast, and actually I like the looks just a little bit better on this one. I'll wipe off my greasy fingerprints. It looks excellent. Really cool looking blade. So that's your philosophy of use. And dudes, in this knife blitz that I'm posting here, most of the knives I'm talking about are outrageously cool and functional. Prices are, and we're kind of hitting value backwards. Are they worth it? Well, you can do a lot with 180 bucks, dudes. And while I'm blabbering, I want to see if I can loosen this one up. You know that. With $180, I could buy, I don't know, 2 Spydercos. I could buy a whole bunch of value Kershaws. I could buy some of those super cool Kaisers I'm reviewing these days. I don't know. It's not like the end of the world. You know, 180 bucks. It's loosening up. See that? It's just a little bit sticky. That's good to see, man. The good news is it's captured. I mean, it's not going to slice me like that freaking Spyderco did years ago. Whew. There you go. Lockup. Solid deployment. I'll give this one an F just because, as you're seeing and witnessing here, it's just, Kind of cuckoo, kind of crazy. There's your timing. There's your centering on this one. Okay, so check this one out, and this came out of box. It hasn't been used. The centering is a little bit skewed on this. So you could dink around with the pivot point, which I really don't think should ever be necessary with a knife of this price level. It shouldn't. Come on, you shouldn't have to do that. It should come centered. I don't know what happened with that. So oddly enough, each one of these knives has just a minor quality issue. Maybe they get sent back. I'll tell you this though, Kershaw would totally hook you up. I'm not even worried about it. Gosh, damn, I can't get that out. I'm not making that up either. Here's your timing on the titanium version of the 0450. It's so funny that that's happening on camera. I love it. Timing's perfect. It has a lock bar insert. This version has polished pivot points, which look cool. Polished clip. I wish it was a loop over deep carry clip. It is thankfully tip up, which I like. It is reversible left to right. Be a good ambidextrous knife. Zero tolerance milled in the titanium handle on this version. You have chamfering for no hot spots. Very nice. Contrasting red tube spacers on the 0450 here. Very nice. I like it. There is an attempt at jimping, and it pretty much is a fail. It is. The steel is excellent. S35, just like we've seen a lot. I like the blackened version too. See if the jimping on this one's any better. Nope. Same. It's a great EDC blade. I mean, these other issues I'm talking about, the centering, deployment, I just ship it off to Kershaw. They'd fix it. Or ZT. See, I can do it, but I really got to dig my finger in it. That D10 is just so strong. You're a pussy, Nuttin. I know. Doing the best I can. Like I said, there are a lot of other options for the money, but I love these knives. I ran into a gal. She's running this as an EDC blade, and that's how I learned about it. I knew of the 0450, but I hadn't seen it in person. When I saw it, as soon as she took it out, I was like, that is excellent. I think actually it was Melinda at Blade HQ. And I was like, wow, that's a cool knife. And I just fell in love with it. This is not it, by the way. It's a different one. Good steel, super fast speed, at least on this one. Nice lockup. Flipper design. And speaking of flipper, it is more rounded than the bigger version, the 04552, which is good. I'd buy the knife. You know, 180, I'd look at it super close and look at some alternatives. But as far as the knife goes, blade shape, the steel, the edge out of box is perfection, by the way. It's a great blade. Under 10 minutes? Crazy.